har me hearties, it's that time again. Shear me timbers, splice the mainsail, grab your paintbrush. It's time for that lazy pirate. Har har. Right, we're at club tonight, and it's like a little bit different. 4,000 points of Kings of War. Right, we're doing the control scenario, but we're having 8 control zones, and the 2 centres on both sides were 2. So 1, 2, 2, 1. So Ed's brought his Ratkin. So a quick rundown on what he's got. I'm not going to go through actually everything, just pan across. And I brought my Basileans out, blow the dust off them. So yeah, I've seen the table for a while, so it would be nice to get them out for a big game. So there we go, game on. Turn 1, and Ratkin went first, so had our first casualties already. So the Panther and Lancers got taken out by a combination of shooting by the Scurriers and the Warlock. Some shots came in from Mother Chrysler on the Paladin Knights, done a wound and resolved it back. Mind fog on one of the bolt throwers, didn't do anything. And over here, Scud done the same on the Panther Lancers here, but I done 1 wound, didn't break them, and they resolved it back. So moving on to Basileans, turn 1. Right, turn 1 for the Basileans. So these move forward. No magic here. Slightly adjustments there. Samurai Kirkus came over to here. These 3 all shot at that unit there, done 7 wounds. The Knights moved to here. The Dragon and the Abbas on Chariot moved to there. Chariots moved to here. And these all adjusted over there. Moving on to Rats, turn 2. So Ratkin turn 2. So this little lot came forward, a few shots came in, and the little I took a couple of wounds. Again, these came forward. These Rats charged the Dragon in the flank. 2 wounds. This little lot backed off, this little lot backed off. Scud moved over there, and the Panther Lancers are dead. So moving on to Basileans, turn 2. Turn 2 for the Basileans. And Judas went in against the Hackballs, didn't kill him. Lohai went in against Rats, didn't kill him. Nice, the Paladins went in against War Machine, didn't kill it. Shooting went in on the big rat thing, didn't take it down. The Knights flank charged the Rats, what were they? The Warriors?
Yes.
Horde of Warriors, and took them down. Over here, the Dragon and the Chariot lady took out the Rat Swarm. These guys just all moved up. And the Aloha done some wounds on the Master Scurrier. So, moving on to turn 3 for the Rats. Right, turn 3 for the Rats. So, these went in, Barkskin was cast on those, so they got 4 additional wounds. They done a couple of wounds on Nias, who stops him from flying. Boo! Not Nias, I mean Julius. Some wounds put on these. Up to 6. Flank charge and front charge here, up to 6, up to 8 on Nias, but he's still alive. 7 wounds on these, and high nerve also. These are wavered. I should put a chicken by them, so I remember. Complete fluff here by the Rats, no damage caused. The Rat being fluffed as well. Only done 2 wounds on the Swordsman. Over here, all this little lot shot at Samacrus, got her up to 7 wounds, and did drop her, so she resolved one back. Rats went in against these to block these up, done 1 wound. Over here, Cavalry went in here and done a few wounds on the Dragon, and these charged to block the Knights up here, didn't do any wounds on them. Oh, and 1 wound was Corn over here, stopping him from flying, which is pretty good. So, oh, and Scud is now here, looking down my line. So, over to turn 3 for the Basilean. So Basilean 3. So what happened here? Barkskin was put on this unit, so Julius didn't even get through the Barkskin. Could be in trouble. Wavered this unit with the Aloha. Nias managed 6 wounds on the bigger rat. The Knights finished off the war engine. Over here, the Spearmen spiked their dice and took out the wretches. Didn't manage any wounds on the giant rat thing, or not very many. But they did heal the wound because Samarcus moved to here. This Boltbrar took a pot shot at one of the war machines, took it down. The Knights obviously ran over the rats. Over here, the other Knights killed the claw shot troop that had gone into him and turned to face the big guy over there. The Uralahai killed the Master Scurrier, face here. The Dragon put a few wounds on here, but didn't break them, but didn't waver them. More importantly, the Aloha and the Chariot took down the other tunnel runners. So, moving on to Rats, turn 4. So, Ratkin, turn 4, and what happened? So, a few more wounds put on Julius. More Barkskin. These are up to 9 now. After some shooting. Nias is dead. And the Knights are dead. Over here, shooting came in and put 10 wounds on these guys. The mutant rat thing killed the swordsman. Over here, Scud's moved out of the way. He's not liking what's going on over there, so he decided to vacate the premises. These were wavered, so they couldn't do anything, and these failed to kill the Uraloi. So moving on to turn 4 for the Basileans. So Basilean turn 4, so Julius still mucking around there. Managed to put 1 wound on him, but the Aloi jumped over and put a few wounds on the what is that there? What are they?
Oh, sorry, shock troops.
Shock troops, but did drop them. Over here, the Spearmen dropped the war machine, the Knights dropped the mutant rat fiend. And over here, the only rat that is now there is Scud. So these two killed the Wills, and these killed the Hackballs. So moving on to turn 5 for the rats. Right, you turn 5 for Ratkin, and what happened? Julius has gone down, flank charged by the mutant rat thing, and the Hackballs finished him off. The Aloha went down. Shock troops taking him down. These move around to base this way. This little lot, Nightmares and Mother Chrysler went into these, got them out to 18 wounds and just wavered them. Over here, Scud just backed off and put a lightning bolt into the chariots, but did nothing. So moving on to turn 5 for the Basileans. Right, turn 5 for the Basileans. So he's just backed off. The Knights charged the Tangle, tried to hold these up, wasn't very successful. This lot and the Phoenix shot at Scud, but didn't take him down. Everything else that could moved in this direction. So moving into turn 6 for the rats. Turn 6 for the Ratkin. So these chaps moved over here. These finished off the Spearmen. Oh, move the wounds. Scud went in over here on the Knights and wavered them. So moving on to turn 6 for the Basileans. Turn 6 for the Basileans. So what happened? Samarcus shot at these guys, didn't take them down. Dragon breathed on Mother Chrysler, done a few wounds, had taken down. The swordsman and the Knights charged the Nightmares, wiped out. Over here, very exciting. These felt their headstrong, so Fireball from the Phoenix and the Battery Bolt Blurs, and Scud is dead. Way! So, rolling for turn 7. There's no turn 7. Game over. Right, calculating up the points. So, the Ratkin get 1 for that quarter, 1 for that quarter, and the Basileans get everything else. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So a 10-2 victory for the Basileans. Cheers for now.